Two country Victorian football teams have started a tradition celebrating homosexuality. Yarra Glen and Yarra Junction hope their inaugural Pride Cup will serve as a role model for the AFL. But as James Bennett reports, that may take some convincing.
Yarra Glen are facing crosstown rivals Yarra Junction, but at their home ground an hour north of Melbourne, a different kind of pride is at stake.
21 blokes today showing an enormous amount of courage that Jason has shown.
The inaugural Pride Cup honours gay player Jason Ball, who came out to his teammates 2 years ago.
For me, it was like a weight being lifted off my shoulders to know that my teammates were okay with it.
Now being used in a new advertising campaign, Say No to Homophobia, so powerful is Jason Ball's story, it prompted coach Dean DeMonk to admit he said things he's not proud of during a lifetime in country footy.
Now I look back and think, you know, how silly that was, and what this has done, what Jason's done to the club is really fast-tracked, I guess, the maturity levels of the whole playing group.
The Pride Cup was the coach's brainchild. Now there's calls from within AFL ranks for the league to follow.
Yarra Glen and the Yarra Junction showed great leadership in getting something off the ground. I think the next step is ideally for the AFL to do the same thing.
If any of the 850-odd senior players in the AFL are to follow in Jason Ball's footsteps, it seems that same sort of initiative will need to be shown by the clubs themselves at senior level.
That's because the league doesn't favour a Pride round.
We have moved away from themed rounds, and what we are more keen to do is make sure that all of our programs are far more wholesome and inclusive.
But that's not enough for Jason Ball, who argues the league needs to lead by example.
It's another thing to actually celebrate inclusion and diversity. I think that is the next step for the AFL.
The final score, Pride firmly intact. Yarra Glen 117 to Yarra Junction 26. James Bennett, ABC News, Yarra Glen.